Today we're taking a short trip back in time with my basket of cassettes to a time when I got really ambitious with MIDI synchronization. So basically using these cables to link up these sort of synths. And then once all these synthesizers are hooked up, I can have them playing different patterns, different melodies, different beats, all with different outputs go into the tape machine, and I can just turn things on and off, fade them in and out, and sort of perform them live. I can then also, as I'm going to do in this track, incorporate it with guitar using a guitar loop pedal. The idea behind the loop pedal was that I could have a ton of guitars on just one track, because it's obviously the tape machine's just 8 tracks, and I wanted this, I had 2 vocal tracks, another synth track, so there's quite a lot going on. But it's like 14 guitars on it because, gradually building up. So this is the Korg Electric, and you can think of this as like the brain of everything. So not only has it got its own sounds and samples, but it can control other things. It'll set the tempo and synchronize the drum machine and the loop pedal, but it will also choose the notes that the synthesizer plays. The drum machine had its own beat that I programmed on it using these buttons. When I press play on the brain, the first pattern will start to play. And then during the song, when I want to change to a different drum pattern, I just need to load the next pattern on the drum machine, and the next time the clock loops, it will play the next pattern. I then had a sample going on one of these pads that was just a shaker. I picked a sound on this machine, and the part that was played, instead of playing it on this little tiny keyboard or with an external synth, I programmed the bass line in on this. The loop pedal on the guitar was also synchronized, so whatever I played on the guitar would loop, but in time to this, and therefore this. There's no guitar amp. It's going straight into the tape machine and through a few effects pedals. It's then going to the tape echo through an aux return. So with tracks 1 to 5 armed, I jammed for about 14 minutes, turning things on and off, bringing things in and out, playing the guitar, layering things up, doing some solos, doing some bits where there'd be vocals. And then the vocals. I didn't film the vocals, but it was just an SM58 directly into the tape machine, 2 tracks. Sang that well, but I think it fits the tone of the lyrics. And then afterwards I went back, recorded another synth part on this with an external keyboard, just normal. The output of the Volca is then going through an 1/8 inch jack into track 8. As you can see from that footage, I not only mixed on the Tascam, but I mixed on Big Blue as well as a second stage. So I did the EQs, a few little effects, I think on the vocals, just a tiny bit of room reverb. Right, so the final step now is just to bounce from the tape machine into the computer and do kind of a radio edit, because I played for 14 minutes. Generally, I left the gaps, I did like a kind of song structure to start, so intro, verse, little melody with that, where that melody with the synth would be, another verse, blah blah blah. But then I basically just jammed for 12 minutes, and that's got to be cut down. Some of it was good, some of it was appalling, and if I can get it down to like 4 or 5 minutes instead of 14, 15 minutes, I think it'll be a better piece of work. So this is it now. I'm not going to play all of it. If you want to hear the whole thing, you can go Bandcamp. There's actually some pretty cool like guitar bits in that.